So many times we are so stressed, so focused on our needs, on our problems, on what we have to do, that we don't hear God's voice. And we don't see people around, so many people in need, so many people with challenges, so many people with crisis, but we are blind to people because we are focused on self. I have a friend, he is a pastor, and he prayed in the morning like every day, and he said, Lord, if you have a plan today, I want to do your plan. Like Isaiah, he said, here I am, Lord. I make myself available. He didn't say, Lord, please do my will. Please help me with this. Please do that. Please do that. He said, Lord, I want to do your will. Show me what you want me to do. If you have somebody that needs help me, let me be a blessing. And God impressed him, go to the school. And he told his wife, I believe God is impressing me to go to school. She said, honey, it's your mind. It's not God. Because it doesn't make sense. The school is closed. It's vacation. Well, my friend, when God talks to you, usually it doesn't make sense. Because God knows the future and you don't know the future. When God told Noah, build an ark, it didn't make sense. When God told Joshua, walk around Jericho, it didn't make sense. But you don't need to understand in order to obey. You need to know him and to trust him in order to obey. He said, no, it's not my mind. If it was my mind, it would say, let's go to a restaurant and eat a good food. But it says, go to school. It doesn't make any sense. That must be God. When they got at the school, there was a man in front of the school, sitting down on the concrete, crying. So my friend asked him, what are you doing here? And he said, many years ago, I was in this school, but I got into drugs and they expelled me from the school. And then I got into drugs again and the police put me in jail. When I got out, I got into drugs again and I started to sell drugs and they caught me and put me in prison for a long time. In prison, I started to think about it and to pray, and I want to turn around, and I want peace, and I want transformation, and I want God in my life, but I don't know how to do it. And the single place where I learned about God was in this school. And I pray, Lord, send somebody that would help me, that would teach me, that would pray for me and help me turn around. I want to be transformed, but I don't know how to do it. And then the man asked the pastor, what are you doing here? And the pastor said, well, God impressed me to come here to the school. You see, my friend, to do God's will means that you are willing to surrender your will and you are willing to trust him and you know him and you make yourself available and you always put God's will above your will and trust in him. That's when he can work. And the more you do his will, the more you grow and experience his power.